maybe you let me be Britney Spears, because literally it's all I've wanted since I was like 13.
Live from the Willie Nelson and Friends Museum Showcase in Nashville, Tennessee. It's Music is Funny. Musicians talking to comedians about music and comedy. With your hosts, Raelyn Nelson and Jonathan Bright.
I'm still smoking, I'm so high, I keep toking, I'm drunk, but I'm still drinking too.
Welcome back to Music is Funny. I'm Raelyn Nelson.
And I'm Jonathan Bright, back with another ridiculous and unnecessary intro.
He's also from the Raelyn Nelson Band. Raelyn and JB. Hey, y'all. It's just us today.
Yep. We decided to do a little bit of shameless self-promotion because we have a brand new song and a brand new video that we want you guys to check out.
Yeah, and don't turn it off because, it's going to be short, but we want you guys to go and check out our new video, Free. It's our latest single. If you haven't checked it out on Spotify, if you wanted to tonight before you go to sleep, just turn it on repeat. Turn your phone volume down. You don't even have to listen to it, but
just let it run.
Just let it go because we're an independent band. And did you know we were a band? Raelyn Nelson Band.
We actually do music other than this. So hopefully some of you guys that haven't checked us out yet, music-wise, will maybe check it out.
When the pandemic hit and we decided to do this podcast, we had no intention of continuing it on once things started to go again, but we like it so much that we're going to keep doing it as long as people keep wanting to hear it and as long as comedians keep saying yes. Although you've talked about wanting to venture out into more like
I just want to get David Lee Roth on.
Yeah, and he's not a comedian.
He's not a comedian, but he's so funny, and I think we could probably branch out a little bit to people that do other stuff that are just funny. And he does music, so I don't know.
So then
maybe.
Is it musicians talking to people that are funny about music and funny?
I mean, it could be whatever, but if it's freaking David Lee Roth, man, that's really just what I want.
So it's just the fame. So what, I mean...
Well, not just the fame. If you've never heard David Lee Roth on a podcast...
And he is a musician, which also happens to be what we're talking about
Part of it. And he's funny. And he tells jokes in between songs.
Hey, we do that.
I know.
What about Prof?
Prof is funny. If you guys haven't heard Prof, he's from Minneapolis, right?
I think so, yeah.
Rap guy, fantastic music, very funny videos, very funny guy. We should probably get him on too.
Yeah, and we should collab with him and do some music with him. He seems like a 90s kid like me, just because I can hear all of his rap influence, rap, I can hear it in there, and it's still super original.
Yes,
too.
so start with, if you want to check it out, start with No by Prof.
Yeah, it's really
Prof.
It's the first one we couldn't stop listening to. Yeah. We were in California and actually met him because he did Ryan Sickler's podcast when I did it the first time. If you haven't seen those, go check him out. Ryan Sickler, shout out. But he was really funny and his people were cool.
Yes, very cool guys. And it's all in-house, independent.
Yeah.
I like it. It's fantastic. Yeah. We should talk about our video.
Okay, so...
And the song.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the song's called Free, and wrote the song a few years ago right after my divorce. I was stuck at home with a bunch of little kids and a bunch of animals and still just feeling really free to be out of that relationship. So, yeah, that's where the song comes from. But when we decided to put it out because of after the pandemic.
Yes, it was after the pandemic.
And Smarty Pants over here rewrote the bridge to make it, more like Stick It to the Man, which was fucking awesome. So, he changed my song again.
Once again, I didn't change much on this one. Not as much as I like to, but I did get a good solid change in there, which is my forte.
And I love your guitar licks that you picked. At first he didn't have anything there, and I was like, I really miss you doing something there. I mean, could you just... And he was like, what are you picturing? Like, send it to me. What do you think? I don't know.
Yeah, and you sent me something that went, wee, wee, wee.
No, I tried to do my voice. I'm like,
And I'm like, no, I don't know what you're saying.
However, just a few days after, he sent me what is now in Free, and I don't want to give it away because I love it so much.
It makes me laugh every time.
Every time.
And the video we were talking about, we didn't have any ideas. We used the found footage from the Fugitive guy, those college dudes that clearly were making some kind of homemade. If you haven't seen the video for Friend, we like one-word titles.
Yeah.
Anyway, go check that out. It's hilarious. But we're just spitballing, and I text Raelyn like, do you have any footage, from you in high school or college that you did dumb shit?
And I said, I don't, but Britney Spears did a lot of videos when I was in college. Maybe we should just maybe you let me be Britney Spears, because literally it's all I've wanted since I was like 13.
Yeah.
14.
And then she said, well, Sam, this buddy of ours that has a nice camera and is a good cinematographer, I guess.
Eloquent creative.
There you go. She said, well, me and Sam can shoot most of it. And I was like, oh, this is fantastic.
You don't have to do much
I
of
don't have
anything
to
until
do
the
any of
editing
the
process.
filming. And then we had to do one band shot, which
Wait, first I had to go through the internet and try to find the outfits.
that's true. And you did a very good job of finding the outfits.
Thank you, JB.
And for me watching the video, I didn't get all the references. I had to go back and watch the Britney Spears videos and maybe borrow a few things from them. Anyway, to even know what was going on.
No,
But
once he got into it, because once he got into the editing, you could tell he was going through her videos, because he would send me a picture of what he was thinking. He was like, do you have this outfit? Because I can place you here. So he was really getting into it once
I started actually stealing from Warner Brothers or whoever he made the video.
Allegedly.
And our good friend Nigel Dick filmed he might have
Mr.
done
Dix, or
more than one, but he did do.
Did he ever? Have we
I haven't
sent it to him?
yet. I'm wanting to get it out because I might want to get his help on getting it canceled. Maybe.
Do we want? I mean, we've always
some guy-
wanted a cease and desist.
So maybe I can. Well, I want people to see it in its full form before we get the cease and desist.
We stole the Ramones photo. Nothing.
No, those aren't quite theft.
But you know what I mean?
It's
Like
an
we've been
homage.
trying. Yes,
But
because but so is this.
Except that I literally stole some backgrounds from the original videos.
I mean, we stole the Who's idea for "Kids Are All Right" album
Again,
cover.
none of the original footage though.
Clash.
This was a straight ripoff. So anyway, go watch the
Allegedly.
video. Before they might.
Allegedly, you may or may not have stolen
May or
it.
may not. I could have just done a really, really, really good job of recreating.
You're
the
really
backgrounds.
good at video editing.
Very good at video editing.
If-
I'm amazing. One of the
But you
best.
can't. But you guys cannot accept his services because he doesn't have time to do your video editing. Okay, he has to do Raelyn Nelson Band video editing.
Not to mention music is funny video editing.
Yeah, he's got a lot on his plate, so don't be reaching out. But you could reach out to Eloquent Creatives, Sam Grant, because he does great video editing too. But he's done so much video work for us that he knows how we work, and he just hands us the video footage here.
Yeah. Seb's a great dude.
We have now we have a hard drive that we hand back and forth to him. I didn't mean
fantastic.
to do that.
So we got that coming up. We should mention that we've got some plans with some of the comics that we've had on the podcast. We made a music video with Ari Shaffir that I think is going to
Ari
come out
Shaffir
soon.
owns this song.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just has a new special coming out, or it just come out, called Jew. Does it
I
out
don't
yet?
think it's out yet.
I think we would have watched it. if it came. So it's coming out soon, and he wants to put it out after that to help promote, keep things in the loop. So it might be a couple months from now,
And then our guest from last week.
which is also something JB edited. Just throwing out there.
That's true. Joe DeRosa, if you haven't seen that podcast, hilarious guy. But we talked about it in the podcast, and we were actually going to collaborate on a song. So
He plays drums.
plays drums. So we sent him a track. He's going to learn it. And I'm not sure where we're going to, hopefully he'll come here and we can record it. We're figuring out the studio sesh at the moment. But
It's a cover song. It's Papa Willie and Waylon's "I Can Get Off on You." And it's one that we've done as a band for a long time because it's one of my favorite songs since I was a kid of Papa Willie's, because of all the bad words, or what I thought were bad words when I was a kid, were in it. And I wanted to sing it, and my mom would give me this sly eye. But it's an homage to Papa Willie and Waylon as well. But Joe DeRosa actually has a connection to that song, which you can hear about in our podcast. So it kind of just seems like synchronicity for him to come drum.
We'll definitely shoot a video for that. It'll be good.
Maybe at East Side Bowl
And also, one last thing,
or the Dive Motel.
I
I think East Side Bowl, right?
we've possibly got Doug Stanhope on board to
Oh, yeah.
sing The Grinch.
He hasn't responded to my text yet.
So we've talked about it before. He says he's in. He's coming through Nashville, but we don't have that one squared up. So I probably shouldn't mention that yet. But hopefully we'll get one Mr. Douglas.
He did say he would do it.
Yes, we'll get one Mr. Douglas Stanhope on
And
the track.
we've heard him on the phone sing it for us.
Yeah,
and it
he'll
was
nail
great.
it. Yeah, he will definitely nail it.
He'll sound better than me on that song, seriously.
He's got a good voice for it.
But I think us collaborating with these comedians so that they can be on our music is very on brand for us, don't you
For
think?
sure. And it'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
And funny. Hopefully we'll get some funny videos and stuff like that made. So,
Yeah. What was your great video idea for Doug that there's no way that I'm going to allow you to do? What was it?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that? Maybe on a Patreon only podcast?
Maybe on a Patreon only podcast.
Would you really share it with our patrons?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Because I think Mike Grogan and Wayne Watson would get a really big kick out of
Yeah.
it.
It's something I thought about for a while and it could be good.
Okay, so we'll talk about that video on Patreon. You can join our Patreon on Patreon.
Hey, there you
That's
go.
great. See, look at me promoting myself. What else is there?
There's probably more that we've forgotten, but
We were on some Country Rebel videos and Jam in the Van.
oh yeah, Jam in the Van. They put one of your jokes on there, leading it off, and caused a little possibly family drama, maybe.
You know, when I told that joke in there, there's like 4 people in there other than us in this tiny little thing. And I wasn't expecting it to go on the actual thing because it was supposed to be just tunes.
Were you not though?
I wasn't expecting it to.
Well, I'm glad.
How could you accuse me of lying to you right now?
I'm glad that they led with it too.
I know.
It's great.
Definitely had a little bit of drama, family drama about that, but
Maybe we can talk about that on Patreon too.
yeah, because I don't think that should go out everywhere.
Yeah, we'll put out a shit talking Patreon here in the next week or so.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's about it.
That's about it. We have some shows coming up in August. Hold on, let's tell those because we never do this.
First 3 weeks of August.
Okay, here's our gigs. New Faces, CMA in Fairmont, West Virginia. The Lions Club.
Hold on, what's the date?
Oh yeah, August 6th.
Jesus Christ.
August 12th, the Lions Club in Lake Packawa, Wisconsin. Hey, while I'm doing this, will you like put some beats behind it? Like they do on your mom's house?
I don't
No.
know.
And then August 19th, Hershey, Pennsylvania. I forget the name of that place.
It's in Hershey, and we will be playing there. I'm sure you can look that one up.
September 14th, this is JB's favorite. He's always wanted to play Americana Fest at the 5 spot here in Nashville, Tennessee.
I don't even know what Americana is. Anyway,
Can we talk about how that I, for 4 years before the pandemic, paid to apply for us to play? Every single time declined. This year, did not do it. They reach out to us.
yeah, I don't know what that means. Anyway,
And then we have September 17th at Flamingos for Amber in Owensboro, Kentucky.
that's what we got coming up in the next couple of months.
That's all that we're playing, y'all. And then you can always catch us here at Music is Funny every Wednesday on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple, on all the digital platforms at Raelyn Nelson Band, RaelynNelsonBand.com. Don't go to Raelyn Nelson. Is there something else? Go watch our free video over and over and over again.
and
we need help.
If you're just listening to
Independent
this,
bands over here.
If you're just listening to the audio of this,
No big radio.
I'm gonna
record labels.
I'll add the song at the end, and if you're watching, we'll put the link to the video in the comments.
Just want to throw out that if you can put the song at the end, then you can definitely put the beats behind the dates.
That seems like a little too much editing. I don't know. We'll see. You guys will know how this conversation turned out by listening to see if the beats happened earlier or if it was just silent.
Enjoy your groceries.
I know your mama's name.
Don't be an asshole. Enjoy your cigarette. Raelyn and JB are my favorite podcasting musicians.
Oh, they were great. It was good to sit down with those guys.
I feel like we're friends now.
So I think, we talked about doing some stuff together. So
Maybe when they come to town, we'll get together with
hopefully
them.
we'll get together. Anyway, enjoy your groceries.
Don't be an asshole.
I know your mama's name.
Enjoy your cigarette.